Okay guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm on the floor of my bedroom. I've tried to film this video many times. And so I did use Common App and the other one, I forgot what it was called, but whatever college that I applied through the other application process, I didn't go there. I might put it in, but that seems like a lot of effort to find out which college. But I have my Common App open because they reactivated my account. Otherwise, I would not be able to share any of the information because due to Corona, I didn't really care about like screenshotting my school's website of all like my old stats and stuff. And my unweighted was probably a 3 point something. And you can choose between either one because the schools calculate your unweighted GPA with their status, like how they do it. And then so the grades that I got were mostly A's. I got a couple B's throughout high school and one C in AP Lang junior year because she's like a really hard teacher. C was good for me in that class. Like people got D's and people dropped out because like the first week we had like a test and people had F's by like the first week on their grade book. So they dropped out so they could like increase it up. And so my school did a 7 point scale. So a 92 was a B. We did not have A minuses or A pluses, just A, B, C, D, E, F. And then honors and AP were weighted the same during like the weighted GPA. And instead of a 4 point scale, it's out of a 5 point scale. We could only do 16 weighted classes all of our high school career. So we took 7 classes each year. So 7 times 4 is 28. So only 16 out of those 28 classes could be weighted. I took a writing class senior year to basically keep me on task with doing my college essays. The teacher that I took for the writing class was the teacher who gave me a C junior year, but like the writing class was an elective. So it was mostly like not really participation because that's not allowed at our school, but like you have to try and she has to see like you're working hard to do your college essays. I submitted each of my grades to the colleges that required it so they could recalculate like my unweighted GPA. And then the AP classes that I took, okay. So I mostly took all honors classes. I did not take a single on-level class, that's what we call it, except for like health and classes that were just like one level. They didn't have a hierarchy of levels, but if they did, I mostly just took honors. And then if they had an AP version, I took the AP version. I took AP Euro, AP Calc AB, and AP Calc BC. AB and BC were the same year, so I took AB it's an entire year class, senior year at the beginning of senior year, and then BC starts second half of senior year. So I'm taking both BC and AB at the same time, second semester, but then Corona happened. So I ended up like our school, like Louisiana was weird. So we didn't really have to do any work after. We just got our grades and took the test. So I took the test, and then College Board decided that if you sign up for BC, you get no AB sub score. So I had to just try to learn BC all in one, but I was taking 5 AB classes that I had to learn all because I also took AP biology. And usually my teacher teaches AP bio backwards from how the College Board sets it up because they think she thought that it was easier for us to understand evolution and how it connects to everything. And that was like amazing because we did understand how everything. And usually with AP tests, that would make us like do really well on the AP test. But then evolution wasn't on the AP test. I took those two. Then I also took AP Lang and AP Lit. And then I took BC, I already said that. I took AP Psychology, but I did not put that on my Common App. I reported my SAT score, which I got a 1370. And I'm not really in terms with the SAT lingo because I'm in the South, so my entire school was like take the ACT, take the ACT, take the ACT. They did not mention the SAT once. And I didn't really like, I knew about it, but like I didn't have time or I didn't want to have to figure it out all by myself. And especially since my school gave out like free ACT and all that stuff practice, but never an SAT. And so I struggled with the ACT. Not really struggled, but like I took the test like 4 or 5 times, and the highest I ever got was a 28. And I just wanted to get to like the 30s or something, but I didn't. And so I was like, let me just take the SAT because I heard people say take both tests. So I took the SAT. I got a practice book from my friend who normally takes it, but I never had a chance to look at it because this was college application season. So I just went in there. I forgot my calculator at home, drove back home, went back to the SAT place because I was going early. Took the SAT, and on my first try I got a 1370, and that's equivalent to a 30 on the ACT. So note to self, take both tests. If you, even if like you think you did like your range, take the other one because like you could get more financial aid, you could get more like tuition stuff because like lots of school do that. SAT test in October, and I was already like typing up my essays. This was senior year. I was taking like 5 AP classes. All my classes were APs, and then I had my internship, so I did not have time. I did it on myself, but whatever. I survived. I couldn't log into my ACTs to show you guys, but I did take the writing portion of the ACT. I took it, I think, my first year ever taking it, freshman, the summer after freshman year, and I got a 10 out of 12 on the writing. I took most of my AP tests and I mostly got threes because I'm not good at those types of tests, except for AP Lit. And I'm so surprised about Lit because it's like a comprehension, and I can't comprehend things like on the first reading try. But when I got I think the only reason I got a 4 was because I got one of the easiest essays to get, and so I really understood what they were talking about. Like it was so easy. Like my friends had really hard ones and they got a 4 on the hard ones. Gotta hurry. Okay, so I submitted 8 out of 10 activities on the Common App website, and I'm gonna say them in order. And I didn't want to do all 10 because I was like, that's a little too much. Like, I think every activity that I put on there had meaning, and because you have to do it in like 150 characters, not words, like characters. So my first one, and your first one is supposed to be like most to least importance. So my first one was internship, and I put the hospital that I interned at, and I basically put hospital assistant because I was an assistant to all the nurses and all the doctors at each station I was at if they needed me to go grab something, but not like an assistant is like putting an IV. I was not like patient assistant. But like they did teach me on the side, not on a person, how to like take off something. I already forgot what it was. But they did teach me stuff on the side. And then I put that there were 11 department rotations, which it was like we had a whole calendar schedule filled with people from different schools in the same district who went. So, like, at each point of the year, the hospital would always have a place. And then interactions and connections with patients. I did it senior year during the school year. So 6 hours per week. It wasn't in the activity type, but Invisible Children is the club that I was co-president of slash founders. Yeah, I don't even know. And so it helps children in Uganda. I wasn't like the founder, but like we brought it back to life for my school. It's just like helping children in Uganda. And the name Invisible Children is actually like children's soldiers, and it's actually like a really sad thing, but we were trying to work on changing the name, but we just ended up leaving it. And I did that all 4 years, 5 hours a week, 10 weeks per year. And I was also a volunteer at my another local hospital, 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade, but not 12th grade because of Corona. And I was like put on the newspaper and all that jazz. I did like the most hours each of the 2 years that I did it. And it was during school breaks, not during the school year. And it was usually 8 hours per week and then 8 weeks. So, like during the summer. Then I put next family responsibilities because I do a lot of managing for my mother's business because she's an entrepreneur and I do a lot of the stuff. So I did management of parental business slash her salon. Then I put, so see, like none of these are like clubs yet, except for that one club that I was in because I was the co-president. And that club I focused a lot of hours on. Then I did work because I got a job at the end of junior year and senior year during like all my testing. Of course, I started a job during like finals. And I said 27 hours per week for 52 weeks, which was the average of how many times I worked. But then my activity six was French club because I was like, because I was in French club since like ninth grade, I think. Don't really remember. But like French club was just important because I was planning on going on the Europe trip. So it was like, I don't know. And that was like one of my favorite teachers. And it just really like French stuck with me. And then NHS, you have to be like inducted in. Put it as my last activity because I love yoga club. I was vice president. And this was junior and senior year. And yoga club, literally, I wrote on here, it helps me take my stress off. Like, I needed yoga. And it was so important to me. And I care about my mind and my body. And that's what I basically wrote. I said all year because I did in the summer at like a yoga studio. And then I did 7 hours per week, 52 weeks in a year. But like I said in my How I Got into Boston University reading my essays video, the essays, like you showing like some like personality through your essays, showing what you love about the school is really what gets you in. Subscribe down below. I'll try to post this video by today, but I don't know how fast I can edit, but I'll try. And you guys have a beautiful, wonderful day. Subscribe, give this video a like. Love you.